What's up, readers and writers? Today I'm trying to organize old writing projects, and some of them are worth rereading, I think, and seeing if there's anything in here that is worthwhile revisiting. I have gone through them once and have crisscross stacked them here, but I'm gonna have to go through them again because I recently made a trip to Walmart. You know, that was exciting, and picked up some hanging file folders. And I have this filing cabinet also from Walmart. I'm just gonna use this part of the filing cabinet for all of my writing projects. I'm not naturally a systems person. Like, I'm not naturally I don't crave organization, but I do know that it helps me in the writing process. So I'm really forcing myself to do this. You know, ironically, in the 8th grade for superlatives, I was voted most organized. We were a small class, so they were limited on options. File organization is officially complete. Now I'm going to be typing up my written outline that I have for my story thus far. Okay, so we've got all of my handwritten notes typed up. So now what I'm gonna do is make the font silly big and print that out. So these notes consist of a general outline and then some specific ideas that I have, some notes from Your Brain is a Time Machine, and further questions I have, as well as some phrases that came to mind that I might want to use in the book if it makes sense at any point to use them. So right now what I'm going to do is read through it and see if there's anything that I want to add before printing it out. And then I'm going to just have a physical copy beside me and start doing some more scene writing. See if I can do some specific scene writing based off of what I have. All right. I've got that all printed out here. So now I'm going to work on one scene in particular and just get a draft out of that. So I've just finished writing, how many pages? Keep me honest, 2.5 pages, which is 836 words. Probably took me about an hour to do that. I've reread it a couple times now, and two things I noticed. One of the habits that I have that I don't think helps my writing at all is when I'm in the middle of writing, I'll reread what I just previously had written, and it slows me down and it takes me out of my train of thought, and it's an issue. It's a problem I know I've got it. So here I really forced myself to not do that, and I didn't do it until I felt like, okay, I've got nothing else to say here at this moment. And then that's where we are, 2.5 pages. Now I'm just gonna step away from this project, because I've been working on it for a solid hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm gonna do a little bit of reading. I started Andy Weir's book Artemis a couple days ago. I'm gonna just read some of that.